Hello, my name is Gilles de Chambure. I am a master sommelier in California, and today we're going to be talking about Alma Rosa wines and the Santa Rita Hills. I've been very impressed by the Pinot Noirs and Chardonnay of Santa Rita Hills, and I've had the pleasure of spending time with Richard Sanford and the owner of Alma Rosa, Bob Zorick. I've taken them on technical trips to Burgundy and the Rhone. We've done comparative tastings at the winery, and the wines compare and are distinctive to Burgundy, but really have come across and have a true expression of what a Burgundian version of Chardonnay and Pinot Noir is in California. I'm very excited to bring these programs about Alma Rosa Winery and the Santa Rita Hills to you. The story of Pinot Noir at Alma Rosa Vineyards begins with Richard Sanford's encounter with a bottle of Volnay from Burgundy. Inspired, he began to scour the west coast of the United States in search of the ideal climate and soils for Pinot Noir after his return as a naval officer from Vietnam. With a thermometer in his hand and a degree in geography from UC Berkeley, Richard eventually settled in the Santa Rita Hills in northern Santa Barbara County. With his partner Michael Benedict, a botanist, he planted the first Pinot Noir vineyard in the region in 1971. To this day, the Sanford and Benedict vineyard is renowned for its extraordinary expression of this elusive grape. Over the years, Richard Sanford planted a number of Pinot Noir vineyards in the region. La Rinconada vineyard in 1995, La Encantada in 2000, and the El Jabali vineyard at the Alma Rosa Ranch, where he and his family made their home in 1983. The Alma Rosa Winery was founded in that location in 2005 by the Sanfords. In Burgundy, which is Pinot Noir's homeland, it has been the most researched variety for over 2,000 years. Over the centuries, it was the monks who researched the way Pinot Noir reflects the soil, climate, and how it can express the land. In Burgundy, wine was a great symbol of religious, cultural, and political power, and Pinot Noir wines symbolized a quest for refinement and quality. This was the vision of Richard Sanford, Alma Rosa's founder, when he first planted Pinot Noir in the Santa Rita Hills, a passionate risk-taker searching for the great quality at the frontiers of grape growing. The challenge to produce great Pinot Noir starts in the vineyard. Only the most patient and nurturing growers can realize its full potential. Pinot Noir is a very finicky grape. It's delicate and it has a thin skin and is sensitive to mildew and dehydration. To produce great wines, it needs cool climate with a long growing season and very low yields. Traditionally, California wine growing regions were in warm inland valleys, not suitable for the growing of Pinot Noir. The search for cooler climate plantings began near the two epicenters of the wine industry, the Carneros region at the southern end of Napa and Sonoma, with the cooling influence of the San Francisco Bay and the San Pablo Bay, and west of Sonoma along the Russian River towards the cooling Pacific. Ahead of this trend, Richard Sanford, founder of Alma Rosa, was driving around in 1970 in what is now the Santa Rita Hills, holding a thermometer out of the window of his old Mercedes. Driving from east to west, he noticed a drop of 1 degree per mile as he drove closer to the Pacific Ocean along the Santa Ynez River. Using his degree in geography from UC Berkeley and studying 100 years of climate records, he had singled out the only transverse coastal valley in California as a great site to grow Pinot Noir. Alma Rosa's 21 acres of Pinot Noir plantings are on 5 non-contiguous small parcels on north-facing slopes. Each block of Pinot Noir is planted in an exacting and low-impact fashion, combining a variety of well-adapted clones and California heritage field selections to reflect the diversity of site, slope, aspect, and elevation. A unique field blend of 5 clones are planted in a spiral pattern up the slopes of the Caracol vineyard. These individual blocks create unique cuvées for possible single vineyard bottlings or complex blends representing the vineyard and the appellation. Today, In the vineyards, Alma Rosa's team is experimenting with the timing of harvest and the studying of hang time and phenolic ripeness and the appropriate yield per vine. The Alma Rosa Pinot Noirs are distinctive, allowing the soil and their vineyard sourcing to show through in the structure of the wines. The Santa Rita Hills AVA is the closest AVA to the Pacific Ocean. This location opens the valley to the cooling influence of the Pacific Ocean. Early morning fog and afternoon cool breezes creates one of the longest growing seasons for vines in the world. Its latitude ensures great solar intensity and a long dry growing season, a rare combination of sunlight and cool climate for Pinot Noir to grow. Richard coined the term refrigerated sunlight. The long growing season concentrates the flavors in the grapes, giving a great intensity and complexity to Alma Rosa's Pinot Noir while maintaining a bright acidity and a firm structure. The soils are a mix of marine deposits with river-forged alluvial terraces. These uplifted ancient seabeds consist of clay loams and calcareous materials such as chalk and marl. This is one of the few places in California where one can find limestone, the great bedrock of the classic wines of Burgundy. The climate is cool enough for Pinot Noir to ripen slowly without losing acidity. The wines are ripe without being high in alcohol. The combination of sun and wind concentrates the fruit, creating complex Pinot Noirs with the fine grained tannins. The site shows through in the elegant structure of the wines. The long growing season of the Alma Rosa Vineyards Pinot Noir, combined with gentle, hands-on winemaking and barrel aging, gives balanced, elegant wines with complex bouquets and concentrated fruit for great aging potential.